Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is MaxPeedingrod's coilovers. They got sweet. Well, I got sent these from Emma at MaxPeedingrods. She just wants me to do a review on them. I'm not paid sponsorship or anything, so I'm going to give an honest review of these. I have actually used these before, about 4 years ago maybe, when the very first few episodes I did on this car, we ran MaxPeedingrod's coilovers. They weren't the same ones as these, they were different. So let's talk about the difference from these to BCs to yellow speeds, because I run BCs on here and I've got yellow speeds in the compact. And then I'll be running these at some point as well. So yeah, let's talk about them. Okay, so first of all we'll talk about the front coilover. This is the 36 one. You have got your adjustment camber on the top, so these two holes here, so it moves this plate back and forward so you can get your wheel to tilt whatever way you want. Normally I run about 4 or 5 degrees negative on the front and I'll run 0 on the back. So yeah, you've got your dampening adjustment on the top as well. I think this is like 35 or 36 clicks. I think BCs, they're like 32, and yellow speeds are roughly the same as this. You've got your adjustment here as well. BC say that this adjustment here is your ride height, but then I think it's HP Academy. They say it's actually to do with your stroke length, and you'll do your ride height with this, and your kind of your weight balance from left to right and stuff you would control by doing the spring and not this. But to me, I would think they both work in conjunction with each other, so it just kind of depends what you want to set up the car. But yeah, they are quite a heavy coilover compared to a BC. They are quite heavy. This is all steel on a BC that's alloy, but on a yellow speed it's steel. So yeah, it's quite nice anodized here. You've got the MaxPeedingrod logo on the top. The thing that I've found when I ran these before is they never had the adjustment here, so the back was really spongy, and because I didn't have much power, I only had like the 2 litre engine, the normal BMW 2 litre engine. It was just too soft in the back, gave me too much grip, so I couldn't adjust it, but that was my fault. I didn't go for the fully adjustable dampening one, but these are dampening adjustments, so that's good. So yeah, so you'll get 2 of these. They're always nice put in the box with a foam and everything, so they protect them nicely. You've got the little caps. You'll get your springs, your rear springs for the back, and you will also get your cups. So these cups, we'll take these out and have a way of look. So these cups here, one will go on there, one will go in the bottom, so that's your adjustment on the back for your ride height, depending on what you want. But this is also going to change the load on the spring as well. The higher you have that, the harder the spring will be, to a certain degree. So yeah, you'll get that for both sides. And then what I never got last time when I had these was you've got the little red cap again, and you've got your adjustment on the back. So let's screw it all the way up. Before, if you were actually better with OEM rear shocks before. But yeah, these are quite nice. So that's it, fully hard. We'll go fully soft. So yeah, it's much quicker on coming up again compared to fully hard. Yeah, it's much slower. You could actually put them side by side. Again, this is steel. The one thing that I noticed as well, we'll quickly do this test, right? So that's fully off. That's hard. Let's see if I can push this down together. So they're all the way down. Right hand is the hard, left is the soft. So definitely a difference. So it is working, so that's good. You've got like your rose joints on the top, nice top hats and stuff. There's when you're running stuff like this, you know, a lot of stuff can get into the back and into here on road use. So, you know, they are designed for more track orientated. But the one thing I've noticed with these compared to BCs, especially in the front coilovers, it matters. Hold on, my son's not on the door. Kayla! So yeah, what I've noticed is I'll put a picture up there of the BCs that, especially in the front ones, it's a picture that this part here is recessed, so this actually locks in. Talk about it on here. So it actually like locks into this. So when you're turning the car left to right, it's not wanting to just turn on this. It's turning the whole thing. That means it's turning on this axis up here. But what I found with the old MaxPeedingrod ones is it would turn this only and not this. So this would turn, but this wouldn't. So you were turning on here, and then when you went to check your wheel for play, you actually had a little bit of play in here because it's just the threads, it's not actually locked down. So what I need to do is I need to put a wee bit of thread lock on and just lock that collar down. Yellow speed is quite similar to the build of this. So it's steel, this is steel, BCs, this is alloy. Yellow speed, this is steel. Yellow speed, same design as this, it's just got a collar with a flat face on it there, but they've actually got like a lock washer that's got some teeth on it, so it really locks in so it can't back off. My ones are actually stuck, like I can't even get this bit off just now, so you know they work quite well, maybe too much. But the BC has got the best design, that it's got a lip on this and on this, so they kind of seat together and then they kind of lock together. So I really like that. And I think BC, I think it's mostly all alloy, so the problem is if you have like alloy and steel and stuff, it can corrode together, like oxidize together, and it gets like locked solid. You find that with a lot of cheap coilovers, but this is steel, and these will be alloy, so you just need to watch with the alloy collars. But you get your keys here for getting the things off. You get two, so we can have a go at this. There we go. So you'll see what I mean with, like, if that's not tight, the wheel will want to turn like this and not turn the actual full thing. So the only, you know, things I have with this is that it'll still happen because, you know, there's nothing in there to lock it down in place properly. You're just locking it onto, like, it's probably powder coat. So after a time the paint will slacken off, and then this will slacken off, and you'll have play. So as long as you know and you tighten it up, you'll be absolutely fine. The other thing as well is what I find when you're lowering a car, especially for drifting, your anti-roll bar links will be too long as well. So I don't know if they've extended this a bit higher so you can use standard ones. I would think they would have done, but to be honest, I don't run anti-roll bar links on either of my drift cars. The big power one and the smaller one, the compact, don't run anti-roll bar links. I just control it on the dampening and just the spring rate. So yeah, I think all in all, it's a good product for what it is. I think in the UK it's roughly around 300 quid for all this stuff here. I'm pretty sure BCs are around your 800 to 900 mark, and then I think yellow speeds are roughly around your 750 mark. So for this being at the 300 mark, I think it's really good value for money, especially if you're just using it for the track. I don't really know how it will handle in the salt roads because it is steel, but same with alloy. If a load of salt gets on steel or alloy, it's going to corrode. You know, the joints up here are going to get loads of salt in them, and they're not going to like it anyway. But for track use, I would say these are pretty good. If you're a beginner or an intermediate, I think these would be absolutely magic, and they're on a budget. And I think MaxPeedingrod nowadays, like 4 or 5 years ago, the support wasn't very good, but now it is actually pretty good. I've spoken to them quite a lot now, and absolutely fine to deal with. So yeah, for me, £300 coilovers, this is what you're going to get. I think it's a really good product. You've got fully adjustable dampening on it. I think the only thing that MaxPeedingrod should maybe look at in the future is something to lock this in place, because you can see there we've got the play. So I think if they could fix something here, that just a washer, but I'll put pictures up of the BC and the yellow speed to show the difference. But apart from that, I would say they're pretty good. You know, they've got all their branding. Their branding's really good now. They've got all their branding and everything. Yeah, the dampening works now. You know, these BCs, they've got polyurethane in here. Maybe that is polyurethane in there. Not too sure, but you know, if people have used this coilover already, the adjustable one, just comment below, tell me what you think. Let us all know. See, they've got a little drain in here as well. Yeah, it's not bad, like bump stop in there, so that's all good. Yeah, I think this one is a lot shorter than an OEM one, so it is designed for drifting or going on a low car. So yeah, you've got quite a lot of adjustment. That's as low as it goes. So you'll be able to probably stroke it out all the way to roughly here. So yeah, I quite like it, you know. For the money, it's good. They also do a lot of other stuff. They do your rods and stuff. I think I might be looking at doing something with them for I've got a 2JZ GE. So obviously their rods are a lot weaker, and MaxPeedingrods do rods, so we'll be probably looking at that. They do turbos, they do actually a lot of stuff. So go onto their website, there's some of the stuff there. They've got crankshafts, air suspension, turbos, loads of stuff like. So yeah, I think the company has improved a lot from when I ran them 4 or 5 years ago, because I don't think they had the adjustables before. It was just, that's what you got, that was the dampening, and the front was really good. It was hard and stuff, that's what I liked, but the rear was too soft. But now looks like they do really change, you know, from hard to soft, and you can really dial in the back end to what you want. So yeah, but let me know what you think. Thumbs up or down if it's a good review, and just let me know what you think. But yeah, it's personal preference. A lot of people don't have £900 to spend on coilovers, and you know, 300 quid for what this is, I would say it's pretty good value for money, compared to especially yellow speed. It's pretty much the same design. It's all made of steel and everything like that, but it's less than half the price. And it's the same amount of dampening, clicks and everything like that. So let me know what you think anyway, and I'll see you on another episode, and hopefully we can keep working with MaxPeedingrods, and yeah, happy days. See you later.
Hit the diff and bring that shit goes all the way. When I'm flat to the mat with the party hat, some better before they say, well,